Elon Musk's journey to financial freedom is not a straight road of success and wealth. It's a story filled with chaos, courage, and moments when he stood on the edge of complete financial collapse. Long before the fame, before rockets and electric cars, before billions and headlines, there was only a man willing to risk everything, again and again, for what he believed in. Elon Musk was born in South Africa in 1971. As a boy, he was quiet, deeply curious, and often lost in thought. While others played outside, Elon spent hours reading science fiction, engineering books, and computer manuals. By age 12, he had created his first video game and sold it for $500. Even then, he wasn't driven by money. He was driven by possibility, the idea that technology could shape the future of humanity. In his early 20s, Elon moved to the United States with a dream much bigger than himself. He saw America as the land where bold ideas could come alive. In 1995, with just a few $1,000s, he and his brother Kimball founded Zip2, a small startup that helped newspapers map business listings online. Elon worked day and night, sleeping on the office floor, showering at the local YMCA, eating the cheapest meals he could find. Every dollar mattered, every hour counted. After years of relentless effort, Zip2 was sold to Compaq for $300 million. Musk made $22 million from the deal. For most people, that would be enough to retire. But for Elon, it was only the beginning. He immediately invested almost all of it into his next venture, an online financial company called X.com. That company would later become what we know today as PayPal. PayPal grew quickly, but so did the chaos inside the company. Elon was ousted as CEO during a flight, learning about it through email. Still, when eBay acquired PayPal in 2002, Musk received $180 million from the sale. He could have stopped there. He could have lived in luxury forever. But that wasn't his idea of success. He believed money was not the goal, it was the fuel to build something that mattered. So instead of holding onto his wealth, Elon invested nearly all of it into three impossible dreams: SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. He wanted to build rockets that could reach Mars, electric cars that could change transportation, and solar energy systems that could power the planet sustainably. But dreams that big come with unbearable risk. Between 2006 and 2008, everything began to fall apart. The rockets failed repeatedly. Tesla ran out of money. Investors lost faith. The economy crashed. Elon's personal fortune, once hundreds of millions, was reduced to almost nothing. At one point, he was borrowing money from friends just to pay his bills. The media called him reckless, arrogant, even delusional. But while others gave up, Elon refused to quit. He poured every remaining dollar, every ounce of energy, into saving his companies. He split his last funds between Tesla and SpaceX, knowing that if either failed, he might lose everything. Yet, he believed deeply that the future depended on these missions: clean energy on Earth, life beyond it. Then, against all odds, the turning point came. In December 2008, SpaceX successfully launched the Falcon 9 rocket into orbit, the first privately funded rocket to reach space. Days later, NASA awarded SpaceX a major contract worth over $1 billion. Tesla secured emergency funding at almost the same time. In a matter of days, Elon Musk went from total financial ruin to the beginning of a new era. That moment marked his financial rebirth, not just in wealth, but in purpose. SpaceX would go on to redefine the space industry, making reusable rockets a reality. Tesla would lead a global shift toward electric vehicles and renewable energy. And Musk himself would become one of the richest individuals in the world. Yet through it all, Elon Musk's relationship with money never changed. To him, money was never the destination. It was simply a tool, a resource to push humanity forward. He once said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." That is the heart of financial freedom, the courage to risk, to fail, and to rebuild again and again for a vision that's larger than yourself. Elon Musk's story reminds us that financial freedom isn't always about security or comfort. Sometimes it's about believing so deeply in your purpose that you're willing to stand at the edge of failure and keep moving anyway. It's about the power of conviction, the strength of vision, and the unbreakable spirit that transforms debt, doubt, and risk into legacy.